I think this thing we're most obsessed about at the moment is just the simplification of our business. GroupM's an amazing company, filled with great companies, a lot of capabilities. We're just really, at the moment, ruthlessly focused on how do we take away all internal silos, how do we simplify and strip that down so we can really enable our clients to get smoother and easier access to all of that great capability that's been built inside the company.
And M Platform, tell us about that and sort of where that's going.
Yeah, M Platform continues to be a really important part of our data and technology strategy. So very aggressive product roadmap around it, continuing to build it out aggressively, and it's going very, very well. You know, it's particularly strong for us where we've built very, very big data infrastructure around it in markets that don't have a lot of sophisticated data. So it's a good product for us in the US. It's a great product for us in places like Europe and China and Latin America, where we've really got market-leading solutions around data and targeting.
Great, and Tim, I wanted to ask you about your take on sort of advanced TV. I know your remit is much broader than that, but you certainly have a lot of expertise and history in our space. What are your thoughts about the opportunities for premium programmers and certainly the opportunities for clients of GroupM who want to target and have performance around their campaigns? What's new? What's exciting? How do you see this or the opportunities now in the marketplace?
Well, there's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of excitement, but the truth is the world is starting to bifurcate into ad-supported businesses that have good ad products, good ad loads, and and a good advertiser experience, a good consumer experience around advertising. And then there's a lot of legacy businesses that are really struggling, and you're seeing heavy ad loads, a really difficult watching experience for the consumer. And so increasingly, I think those content and technology companies that are disrupting themselves, pushing more aggressively into OTT, breaking down some of those traditional commercial and business models around their retransmission rights and things like that, and saying we'll disrupt ourselves and go direct to consumer. I think those models are obviously strongly in favor, and I think the ad experience in those places is much better. And so I think that's the direction of travel, away from 16-18 minutes of ads an hour piled in with massive repetitiveness and frequency into much more controlled and targeted OTT environments where the experience is much better for the consumer, and I think the performance is better for the marketer.
So, and how does sort of the mix between reach and targeting sort of play out? I mean, it's a general question, but what are your clients looking for?
Yeah, so reach is very, very important, and scale is still very, very important, especially in certain categories. I think of it as less about reach versus performance and targeting. It's more about, have I got a signal that understands where you are in the purchase cycle or purchase journey? I still think there's real importance and value, and we see it in the market mix models. There's still real importance and value in large scale reach advertising, especially for regularly bought products, mass consumed products. It's more, targeting becomes more relevant as you drill down to mid funnel and lower funnel, to really get the right message to the right person based on where they are in the purchase journey. So I don't think it's an either or thing, it's about how you work with both of these things together to get a better overall marketing outcome.
We've also been talking a lot about performance and attribution. That seems to be something on a lot of people's minds, a lot of marketers. I think they're maybe used to it getting from Facebook and Google. What are the expectations now around performance?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of work that still has to be done in the attribution space. There's a lot of different systems and approaches to multi-touch attribution. Some of them are good, many of them aren't. There's a lot of people appending MTA to their own media products and solutions, which I think is not obviously the right way for a marketer to go. We need independent, verified MTA. So I think attribution is really important, but because it's in vogue and in favor, us and our clients have to be really careful about what solutions they're putting in place.
Great. And finally, Tim, just sort of talking about the future of the media agency, the value that you bring to your clients. How do you see that developing? It is changing.
It's changing a lot.
And what are the opportunities?
I mean, look, I'm bullish about the future of agencies. There's a lot of talk about whether we'll live or die, in the future. Obviously, I'm in this job because I'm a believer in what agencies contribute to clients. Clients have always come to agencies, I think, for two main things in the media side. For two main things. They've come because they want great, thoughtful, strategic stewardship of their money and investments across channels, platforms, and time. And they want access to the innovation of the marketplace. And I do think as an industry, we've been very focused on building our diversified services and a lot of other capabilities around that. And we've got to continue to do that, but really we've got to get back to focusing on building that high value core of our business, which is why clients come to us in the first place. Great cross-channel stewardship and great access to the innovation of the marketplace and providing simple access points to that for these marketing organizations.